having too many podcasts is I ended up addressing this Bangalore Music and Production podcast in a random podcast that was like the Bangalore Techno podcast. But yes, here we are. I'm in the right channel. I'm in the right space. Um, as I was saying in a totally unrelated place, in an unrelated channel, uh, about why I'm starting the Bangalore Music and Production podcast. So I want to give a primer as to why I do this. It's more in order to give a better platform for artists, producers, musicians, and everybody involved in the Bangalore music and production scene, so that we get to know the talent, we get to know the people involved in the scene, and we get to have an insight into their whether it be techniques, whether it be their philosophy, inspiration, and stuff like that. And I want to give something back to the community, to the podcasting community, and to Bangalore. So this time I've gotten over Beatwhim, aka Venkat. We're going to talk about his influences, and he's a phenomenal beatboxer. So the first time I saw him, do all that shit in his mouth, I was like, holy fuck, we have to, like, get him over, speak, and it's going to be interesting. Continue watching if you want to know more about, if you want to learn how to beatbox, or you want to just, understand where beatboxing is headed in Bangalore. Um, Venkat, for you guys.
What's up?
What's happening, bro?
Oh,
Can you
what's
hear
up,
me?
bro? Uh, yeah, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes. So, bro, keep the volume as minimum as possible. Minimal as possible. We might have echoes. That's why. Just from your end, just my voice is barely audible, just enough for you to listen.
Oh, yeah. All right, bro.
Say something?
Yeah, yeah, bro. I can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. What's happening, bro? Welcome to the Bangalore Music and Production Podcast. You're one of the
What's
early
up?
boys I have to get over.
That's right. Yeah.
So, bro, thank you for coming. Thank you, D'Souza. For the guys watching, also, hello. So this is a new initiative for the podcast. We're going to talk about music, and Bangalore music scene and production and stuff, everything related to the Bangalore music and production scene. And when I saw Mr. Venkat killing it on stage, I was blown away because I had my earlier, like play with music when I was in 10th, 8th, ninth standard was beatboxing, but not to the extent you are doing it, bro. But it was somewhere like that's the easiest in terms of like you don't need anything in your hand, everything straight up in your mouth. So it
Right.
was so
Yeah.
interesting. Like when we were growing up, trying to like learn how to beatbox and stuff. I'm very curious as to like like what's your process, and like I was blown away by the community itself at the New Kids event
Right.
that we met, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast, bro. How's it going?
Thank you so much, bro. That was actually damn good intro, bro. Yeah.
No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's going good, bro. I get to vibe with good people who, I'm around music most of the time, and it's been a good journey. Like, I've been beatboxing since 6 years now,
Huh.
and I just started very basically, bro. I just wanted, I was just, you know, beatboxing is actually, what do you, if you get into beatboxing, it's just mimicking the drum machines, basically, right?
I was like, this dude has a fucking drum machine in his mouth. And the fucking TV 303 bass line also.
Yeah, bro. So yeah,
Go ahead. So, how did you get into beatboxing?
bro. Bro. This is strange. Okay, it was actually I think it happened back in 2012 or something. I was in an air show where I just met a random guy beatboxing. I just shot a video at an air show, and I went back home and I started looking back the video, and I saw a guy beatboxing in it. Okay, it was actually random. I didn't even notice him beatboxing. And then I got to know about it, and it's all about trying out the sounds, bro. It's just how you pronounce the beat. I mean, let me give you an example of that.
Go ahead.
So, so any word, whatever you're speaking is also beatboxing. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
So, what when you beatbox, you just say out words in different ways where you put pressures into different parts of your mouth to create
Mm-hmm.
even whatever you're speaking, right? In a similar way, you speak out in a beat. So when you say boots and cats, you say,
Yeah. Right. Right.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
So
add like you add weight to certain syllables so you can get out right like a
that's
rhythm.
right. That's right, bro. That's right. So like it's been a different journey, bro, because I got into beatboxing just, it definitely started as just I used to go to fests and stuff where I
Mm-hmm.
just use I it's easy to impress someone with such a unique talent, right? So that's how it
Yes.
started, but I didn't realize I would dive much deeper, and
Right.
learn music,
Uh-huh.
it's just so organic, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's the most organic form of instrument and music. That's
Yes.
all I can say, bro.
Exactly.
That's right.
So, but initially when you got into it, did you have any kind of a roadblock or like how was the initial journey, and how did you like develop the complexity?
Okay, bro. It's all about how you vibe. It's about the music you want to listen. So let
Hmm.
me get into very basic stuff. Okay,
Yes.
you 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 listen to beatboxing. You see stuff out there in the internet. You get to know about different sounds. So you try to
Hmm.
mimic it.
Hmm.
So the main find about what you want to do is find your own sound, bro.
Hmm.
It's just unique as it's similar to as every form of art because you find the unique stuff in it. You find your
Hmm.
own way in it. So what you do in the beatboxing is you find your own sound. So it actually took me around 3 to 4 years to find my own sound. But
Hmm.
by then I used to mimic sounds which I used to see it in internet and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and then I got into a sound. The main point is finding your own sound, and
Hmm.
then adding things which you take into all these experiences and stuff, bro.
Right. 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 So initially, was it very easy for you, or how was
So,
it? It was you said I feel like it was already natural to you, right?
bro, maybe the intentions are natural, but not the art form, bro. Because I
Hmm.
actually took certain time to actually master the sounds. It's
Hmm.
fine to get it, but to actually put the right sounds in the right place and the right time
Right.
is is the key, bro. Yeah.
So wait, Prash BBX, bro. So I run a couple of other podcasts also. That's the fitness podcast. He's like, I've seen you with Ashwin Calisthenics Live Instagram. Yes. So even I have like a bit of a. I'm almost like, am I in the right podcast because I host other podcasts too. So good to see you on this podcast,
Oh,
bro.
nice.
What's happening?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, bro.
Nice.
And before I came on here, I'm like I was on some other fucking podcast trying to address this crowd
Okay.
there, and then I realized I'm on the wrong channel. I had to switch the fucking account, and then I'm, reintroducing you here. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So that's crazy, bro. So, how's the Bangalore scene? Yes, yes, this is the Bangalore Fitness Podcast. What's up, Prash? I remember you, bro.
Okay. Yeah, bro. Bangalore
If you
scene is
have any
actually.
questions, guys who are watching, if you have any questions regarding beatboxing and stuff, you can like I'll let our man go haywire after a while. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. So Bangalore scene is pretty lit, bro. Like it started when maybe back in 2010 or 2011 when you should be knowing Vineet Vincent.
I've heard of Vineet Vincent.
Yeah, bro. Vineet, I think he's one of the guys who brought out beatboxing to the Bangalore scene because many people didn't know about it. Like he was the first person where we got to see him perform and stuff.
Right, right, right.
So it's like it's actually Bangalore scene is pretty high because you can see actually international beatboxers in Bangalore, bro.
Right, right, right.
If you check out Dilip, who's been participating in Swiss Beatbox, which is the biggest
Uh-huh.
battle in the world, bro. Like it's it. I mean, it's a
Where
world
is
class
this?
battle and stuff. It happens in Poland, bro.
Okay, okay, crazy.
Okay.
So there's a lot
Yeah.
of
So
There's a lot
there's a
of.
lot of depth in it, and so if you actually see now, people who are beatboxing are also into loop station and stuff, RC kind of
Hmm.
vibe.
Oh,
So
fun. Wait, Prash BBX says he's a calisthenic athlete and a beatboxer. Bro, this is why I start different podcasts and things that I like. So I'm into music and I'm into fitness. So like, you like both the
that's
stuff.
nice,
So he's a
bro.
beatboxer and he's into calisthenics. So we did have like a couple of episodes in that channel, bro, regarding calisthenics and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
nice.
it's like a hybrid happening here. Good to see you
That's
this side
right,
too,
bro.
bro.
That's right. A
Yeah.
mixed culture and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly right. I wouldn't stick to each place because like there is so much craziness happening even in fitness terms, right? In Bangalore, there's a huge calisthenics community which I didn't know, right? And the more I interviewed, the more I came to know there's like a huge bustling calisthenics scene happening. And then here I see you guys in Neokitch event. There's like a swarm of beatboxers. Like you don't need the fucking drummer, bro. I was amazed. You don't need the bloody someone to play the bass. Also, you guys are handling the entire shit,
That's
like
right.
crazy shit. So who are the guys? You knew the crew that were there for the event? NH7 Refuel, right?
Bro, all I knew was Ata, bro. That's it.
Okay. But
Yeah, and I knew Rishi a couple of
yes.
events
No,
before,
no.
but that's it.
Those boys are from the management side, but from the beatboxing and you don't know the other guys who came in also.
Uh, at where, bro? Which place are you talking about? At
The
NH7
NH7
Refuel?
refuel. Yeah.
Bro, bro, I knew Karun, bro. Karun is a close
Ah.
buddy of mine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been
Okay.
knowing him. Yeah, so he was part of the Beats Club and stuff. Ah, that's right.
Ah.
Prash is saying Beats Club.
Prash
That's
knows what's
right,
up.
bro.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, bro. So Karun is a part of Beats Club. Beats Club is one of uh, it is the biggest community in India, bro, which
Okay.
is based in Bangalore and which has
Huh.
one of the most strength of beatboxes in and around the
Right.
country, bro.
And
That's
who's
right.
this? Who's holding the scene?
Bro, there are a couple of guys actually. They're Afsar, it is MDM and Karun and Sunil
Ah.
and a few more, bro. Yeah.
Okay. So that
And
guy is
even
also.
Vasant is part of it.
Okay.
There's a guy
Okay.
called
So you
Vasant.
guys hold meetups or anything, some stuff like that? Did you guys jam?
Bro, it was actually pretty frequent before the pandemic and stuff,
Pandemic,
but
huh? Shit,
that's right,
shit came
beatboxers,
down.
we involved with spit and mics, so I think it was put down for a
Oh
quick
fuck! Okay. It became more nasty.
That's
Guys are
right,
like, oh,
bro.
you ought to get your own
Yeah,
mics. Fuck that shit.
yeah. So I think now the beatbox scene is more into online and not much into crowd
Right.
related, and that is actually giving a lot of much more exposure, bro. Like you can
Mm.
experiment with different sounds which you cannot put
Mm.
it out in a mic, but can be heard in a
Exactly.
condenser like this.
Exactly.
So it's actually what do you say, bro? It's a different dimension. It's opening up different spaces because
Mm.
you get to use different electronic modulation where you can start working on it,
Mm.
and you have these advantages over the online stuff, bro.
And uh, I remember when you come for the last event, which was at Kasipu. So
Oh wow.
the DJ was playing and you were like flying with that. So you were saying that combination was fun too, right?
That's right,
That
bro.
is also
Yeah,
something interesting that you tried out.
that's right.
Parallelly, you were
Actually,
playing.
bro. That's right. That's actually nice. It's actually nice to combine and collab things, bro. That's the main part of it. Where whatever you said, bro, I don't need an instrument. Like I can be anywhere, anytime you want.
Yes. And Kaushik says, Beatwhim, big fan.
Yeah,
What's
bro.
happening, bro?
Hey, Kaushik, what's up?
Kaushik's episode was the last episode.
Yeah, bro. Bro, Kaushik killed it in
Yeah.
NH7 Refuel,
And
bro.
it's
What are you
7.
saying?
I didn't know Kaushik. Only Akshat was like, yeah, bro, this is a friend coming. And then a boy comes on proper my scene like melodic techno. I'm like, oh fuck, crazy, right?
That's
That
right.
was interesting. That was like fun.
Yeah,
So we
that's
have a
nice, bro. Yeah.
question. Somebody asks Shrikant 0208, any events coming up which you will be participating in?
Hey, what's up, Shrikant? Hey, he's my schoolmate, bro. What's up, macha?
Right.
So, yeah. for now, there is no event which I'm taking part in any of the online things because most of the competitions have gone into online. So
Hmm.
I don't think so I'll be participating in any of the online battles. Maybe I'll wait until Indian champs open up somewhere in August or something.
Hmm.
Hopefully it happens in a crowd
Hmm.
scene, bro, because I don't want it to happen in a I mean, beatbox can move you, bro, because we have
Yes.
felt it and I felt it, and
Yes.
that's right, bro. Yeah. So
And
I'm just expecting to happen somewhere in direct so that I can take part, bro.
right. How do you practice? How does practicing look like? How do you attack that aspect of just like sitting back and any kind of working
Bro,
out in terms of that?
I definitely practice. I mean, most of the time I keep practicing because it's always there, bro.
You don't need to unpack
Uh,
anything.
that's right.
Boys, trumpet boys have to clean everything.
That's
Guitar boys
right.
have to
They
fucking retune
pack
the
up,
shit.
carry things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drummer boys have to
Yeah.
fucking like set up everything, go to a space.
Yeah, bro. So, uh, yeah, I keep practicing every day, bro. There's nothing called I practice because I do it every day,
Hmm.
and
Do you do that to a click? To a metronome?
I bro, I used to use a metronome, but yeah, I still use if I want to go into different routines.
Hmm.
But since I've got my sound, bro, I mostly work on house, on
Yeah, house
trap.
music?
Yeah,
In at
house.
house. At your place you're saying.
No, I'm talking about the genre.
Oh, house music?
Yeah, house,
Oh, that's nice, bro. Welcome to
techno.
the house gang.
Yeah,
Oh, nice, nice.
yeah, a
Huh.
little bit house, dubstep,
Uh-huh.
and 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 a lot of Psy, bro. I
Oh,
do a lot of
nice.
Psy.
Saito?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, bro.
300 BPM.
Yeah, bro.
Hmm. Okay, so we have a question. I'll take that question. Kaushik asks, do you think beatboxing has a niche crowd, or do you think if one is good enough, it can be for everyone?
Bro, I think until and unless you enjoy music, it doesn't need not go with the crowd. But as beatbox was defined in a crowded place, it's it's kind of old school. But since things have turned around and turned into online and stuff,
Hmm.
so artists like us, maybe there are artists who will get adapted to the online stuff.
Hmm.
But since I mean, the beatboxers who were there before, they have been beatboxing in crowds, so they will definitely like to
Right.
stay in such an atmosphere, bro. Yeah.
Right, and I also feel online is just like as till the pandemic, bro. The way I've seen people are like rushing out to like be in spaces and like the live
That's
feeling.
right.
It's only a hybrid. Probably if you're too bored, you will just watch the online thing. But mostly like people want to be there physically and stuff too, right? It's very essential in terms of you performing and people coming and watching. They can't really sit at home 24/7, right? And
That's
say
right, bro.
I want to do
That
everything
actually
on.
that's right. That actually applies to all live artists who want to perform.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, bro. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
I
you perform live too, and how's it going? How do you see playing live and like the experience and stuff like that?
bro. I didn't get you, bro. It just
So
breaks a
playing
little bit.
live, right? Playing live versus online, like feeling the crowd
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Do you have are these battles or how do you perform live?
Bro, definitely a battling scenario is actually good to go live, bro, because I mean that's how you get pumped in a battle. You want to throw your best beat out there, right after he throws back to you. So I think live crowd is actually like much more better than
Right.
going online where there's a lot of delay. You don't feel the atmosphere when you battle, bro.
Exactly, right?
That's right.
Oh, okay. Let's get into the baseline shit, bro. How do you do that?
Okay, bro.
It's like a fucking wavetable synthesizer, bro.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Fuck yes. How how, uh, how was that? When was the baseline included?
Bro, it was actually inspired from a beatboxer called Napalm from America,
Hmm.
and he was the first one to produce that sound. So it's about finding your own sound, bro. So
Right.
I got inspired on him, and that's how I learned the Napalm bass, which is the invert bass. There are actually many variations of it. Yeah, bro.
Bro, give us a showcase. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I just thought I'll drop one of my favorites, bro.
Go for it.
Okay.
What the fuck? The fuck? Crazy. You can hear all the applause, bro. How the fuck? Like, you don't need like boys to like even accompany with you, bro. Fuck.
That's right.
I can't think of like one instrument that I want to add you. Just like there's everything there. I almost got some Boris Brecha vibes also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bro.
as you said, you practice whenever you can, and bass lines. We got into bass lines also. So tell us a bit about your understanding of production and stuff like that. Where do you see it sitting with what you do? Music production and like like sound shaping and like how producers can help you out and stuff like that.
Uh, Bro, actually, let me tell you. Uh, I think you're aware of loop stations, right? RC505.
Mm,
It's a
I
device.
understand loop sessions, but I
It like
don't know the.
yeah. You can actually live loop your voice, and
Okay,
if you
so
want, you
Ableton
can
has
like
okay, like Ableton has just like
bro.
a plugin where we.
Very similar. Where yeah, it's very similar where you can add in your voice, and which is most famous among the beatboxers. Many
Uh-huh.
beatboxers use it in India as well. There are
Right.
many loopers in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
And let me introduce a guy whose name is Vasant,
Mm-hmm.
and he's India's second. He just got second place in Indian champs last year,
Okay.
and he's my tag team partner, bro. I won a lot of
Okay.
competitions along with him. Yeah,
So how does the
I'm
tag
actually
team
a
thing
tag.
work?
Bro, the two beatboxers will go against two other beatboxers. So
Okay.
in
Okay.
champs, so you tag and you beatbox. So
Uh-huh.
so me and Vasant, we are called the double V. So my name is
Okay.
Venkat and
Okay.
he's Vasant. So we call
Yes.
ourselves double V. So uh, we defended Bangalore champs for 2 years, and later on it kept going. So we are known for the tag team battlers, bro. We had been holding the Bangalore champs for quite some time,
Crazy. Crazy.
and yeah, bro. So he's a looper actually. You told me that's how I got him in. So he's a loop station artist.
Uh-huh.
If you actually go and check out, there's actually if you go refer a lot of pubs in and around, there are actually a lot
Yeah.
of loopers who are going and playing music, bro. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. So they actually go and live loop. So I do not have a loop station to demonstrate and stuff, but
Right. 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 Prash.
that's right, bro. It has it has a lot of future in there, bro, because it's very similar to what I was saying, the music production, right?
Yes.
So it's almost getting parallel to it, beatboxing, because it gives you a lot of freedom of degree
Flexibility.
on your voice and stuff, where you can
Mm-hmm.
model and go much further and play for much longer, where you
Mm.
cannot do it on an organic beatbox thing.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. So
R-
so that's where it lies. It actually, yeah, bro. It's almost equal to, it's equaling, and beatbox actually coming up with music production.
Right.
If you actually
And
see, yeah.
you collab with music producers also? just to understand like how they can help you
Bro,
out in
I
terms of
do.
shaping your sound?
Uh, I haven't, but I would want to do. I've been doing it with my friend Vasan,
Uh,
who's a loop station artist. I mean, we
right.
jam and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro. To take it much further, yeah, maybe I have to chill and vibe with music
More producers,
producers
because as
yeah,
far as I've realized, producers need boys like you, bro. Like just with the mic, just give them the mic, and we can add like crazy effects and like just
that's right,
experiment and
bro.
shit
Yeah,
like that. And
actually,
you guys will have a lot of fun because like even you won't know
bro,
what's happening.
actually,
Even
it
we
felt
would,
good. Yeah, bro, it was actually damn nice when me and Aves started, jamming at
yeah,
Sipu.
exactly,
It was actually
exactly.
lit, bro. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly, right? So, like, how in terms of production, I would look at it as, just different compression ratios for you, and just probably like a resonator and like different, like some kind
that's
of
right.
delay and stuff like that.
That's
So,
right.
I
Yeah,
like working in terms of as a, if I want to like sit in production and like help artists out. I too am an artist, so
yeah,
I understand like what the artist will need in terms of like production and how
that's
can.
right.
So I help like probably people like guitarists and anybody who's an artist, so like that, right? So I
Oh yeah,
understand like in terms of like how can I shape their sound, what would be interesting for them, and then give these sort of macro controls, right? I can like
correct.
map these thing into like some knobs which I can give you a bit of control, saying you want this much of this effect, you want this much. So it's so more, the live jam will be much more fun because you can add your own thing if I can give you macro
That's
controls
right.
right there,
Yeah,
right? Add more delay
that's
to
right.
yourself, add bit of a more reverb and stuff like that, just these macros. So you can like go all
Correct.
day long if we can like just like like hook up some basic shit. And
Yeah,
so that's that, because alone there's not much really I can do. I sure I can play our instruments and stuff like that, but again when you get like more different artists and different like experiments and vibes going on, right? So
correct.
then it becomes like very very interesting. So you never know what kind of combinations will work out, what kind of like combinations will be interesting and stuff like that.
That's
So
right, bro. Yeah.
that's what like that's where I was like meet up with Akshat and like chill with these boys. They will hook you up with like some crazy stuff, and
Smart.
there are a lot of artists coming in. There's a lot of like crazy stuff happening at the jam
Oh,
room
they're fucking
also.
wild, bro. They're
Yeah.
fucking wild.
So there's a lot of crazy things. There's no space and time to just even chill. Like there'll be something or the other keeping going on. Like there'll be jamming and like here there'll be some production work going on. So it's like a heavy scene. So probably next time when you come around, we can like do some shit, bro. Definitely.
For sure, bro. For sure, we're meeting up.
Yeah.
I want to chill at the jam room, bro. Yeah, I've been wanting to come to the place and chill
Yeah.
at the bar.
You haven't come there before.
Bro, I haven't been to the place yet.
Uh, yeah. Now you've got to come with Ata. Like I mean, like come just like that
For
also.
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
so it's fun because I feel that's what. So the more variant the artists and like the more you never know like what kind of like influences and like things can come on board.
Correct.
So now I have another episode with Hemant. He's like a drummer, so we just randomly jammed like 2 3 years ago. So 2 years ago, I guess. So he was also like a crazy drummer, and we didn't know what we were doing. It was just like a simple jam, and then we were like, he was like, "Okay, bro, crazy." And so again, we met up, and I'm like, "Bro, there's a podcast. Like, come over." And he's like, "Yeah, bro, fine." So yeah, I'm just like getting over artists and people involved in the Bangalore scene, just to know where
Yeah.
it's going, and like again, like you might like introduce yourself here, and then there might be another artist who might come on board, and then you might, okay, sounds fun, like I like what kind of things that he's doing, and you
That's
can like
right. Yeah.
hit him up, and you already have an introduction as to like what that person is, like how he jams and vibes and stuff like that, right? So that's the whole reason
Yeah.
I started the podcast. Also, give us a bit of your influences, bro.
Like, bro. Likewise.
What do you listen to? What's happening? What's on your playlist right now? And your major influences?
Uh, Bro, I listen to a lot of SoundCloud because
Huh? Underground.
it that's right, bro. There's a lot of things to dig deep where there's a lot of explosion music, and I listen to a lot of house, bro. It's been a lot of house
That's
music.
nice, bro. House is very near and dear to my heart.
That's
So
right.
I need some percussion sounds, some organic percussion sounds. Like that's so much fun, bro. See, like mixing and matching, hybridizing sounds. Like I need, like if have to think in terms of production, I like the organic, the shakers, the loops, and like the percussion loops that you were doing, right? I can only imagine if I throw in a bit of reverb, add that to a
That's right.
track, just how organic like stuff like the house music especially will feel. Oh, it's nice. Right,
Yeah.
exactly, right. So it's nice, like, and house again, the more organic it's, the more groovy and vibe it is,
That's
right?
right, bro.
Uh, I'm a huge fan of house music, bro. And how do you see the house music culture in Bangalore? As much as I understand, it's a lot of techno scene, but I want to like revive like the house scene, if there is any revision in
Actually,
terms of
bro.
where do you see like the house scene going? It's just more of the tropical house kind of stuff. I just like more of like the what they what they say, say as like tropical house, but like there is a lot of different variants of house music. But like, how do you see? Is there
Yeah,
any growth in or any prospect in terms of house music in Bangalore?
bro. Underground is a scene, bro. I
Underground,
see
yes.
house everywhere underground, bro. Because people like it in such a way, and they are the people who go to the house music and chill and stuff. I don't see it anywhere around.
Bro,
Like
so
what
but
I'm saying.
what? Yeah, right. But what I also understand is it's underground now. You wait for a while, you wait for a year, okay? Then you realize it's like it's reviving again.
It,
Because
that's right. It's
the same thing what happened with techno too, right? It was very underground when
yeah.
we were listening 2 years ago.
Correct,
And then,
correct.
bro,
Yeah, yeah.
this year it's through the roof. Like Goa is apparently killing it. Like there's people, I meet friends, right, who are listening to techno. I'm like, what's happening? When were you listening? I'm like, no, bro, yeah, bro, recently we were listening, started listening. And when we were listening to techno, it was like purely underground. Underground in terms of only in Bangalore.
Yeah,
We were listening to
that's
some
right.
crazy techno 24/7, 365, and then we were like, okay, add the house music as usual. But now it's okay to play house music. It's okay, techno music, and it's like it's cool.
Yeah,
People, the venues don't mind, and like the people are slowly opening up. So I feel like house
that's right.
music
That's right.
too,
That's right.
right? House music too is slowly opening up, warming up to the fact like house music is also chill, right?
That's right, bro. Yeah, bro.
Different,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. I think it'll definitely have a growth because there more and more people start listening to house. It's it's got a nice 120 groovy shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it'll find place everywhere, bro.
Exactly. And what about the other genres that you're
Bro,
interested in, Sai and other stuff?
I listen to dubstep, bro, because
Huh. I heard
as I
Australia has a
told you,
crazy dubstep culture from a friend. He was saying.
okay, Australia.
Yes, I heard there's a
Okay,
crazy dubstep culture apparently.
Matt. So yeah, bro. My sound, I told you, the main thing in beatboxing is to find a sound and build over it. So my sound is one of the most. I don't know, bro. I'm just grateful or I'm just surprised to see that I have one of the most unique basses out there. So
Yeah, yeah.
so what I'm saying is, let me show you the bass which I'm talking about.
Mm.
So that's the bass.
Mm.
So yeah, bro.
Woohoo!
I've been into a lot of dubstep as well, bro, because it suits my voice. It suits my style. It suits my bass, the unique sound which I got. So I try to master the music which is good for the sounds which I'm capable of.
Mm.
So I work on things because you have to be capable to pull out certain sounds
Mm.
where you won't be
Is
able to. But yeah, I work on sound which I'm comfortable and which is good
interesting.
to drop, which is groovy, and
Mm.
the things which I'm good at, bro. Yeah.
What about Sai, bro? Where do you? How's it? How you like? Can you like throw something in terms of Sai? Holy fuck, bro! It's gonna be very interesting, bro. I should throw away all VSTs and fucking and all like hardware synthesizers and shit like that. I just work with you.
That's right.
It's gonna be very interesting, right? So this is the whole reason I started the
Yeah.
podcast, man. Like there will be producers, there'll be like crazy people who, who didn't know the talent in terms of like, sure, we came to the venue, we knew what was happening, right? But somewhere an
Yeah.
online platform where like, I bring out like crazy talents and people, so you'll have like a variance of people reaching out and like in terms of collaboration and stuff like that. So like
That's
I'm
right.
pretty sure there are a lot of people ready to work with you, man. Like and
Actually.
I can't I don't know like where I can take it in terms of like just purely production or just jamming and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, bro. Any other words of encouragement for like young beatboxers right now?
Bro, what I want to say is, let's not see which is too extreme, bro. We got to feel the music. So let's get into
Mm.
basic stuff. I mean, learn the basic sounds first and then get
Mm.
into, bro, before when the beatbox started, it was all the drum sets. So it went, so it was all these kind of drum sets
Yes.
and very basic instrument sound. But now if you see, it's like you produce all kind of electronic noises from your mouth, like
Yes.
so there are a lot of sounds where which doesn't come out of normal basic sound. So
Yes.
what I want to do is you hold on to a metronome and practice with the basic sounds, and then slowly advance. I mean, it's not wrong to copy or mimic something because
Mm.
it definitely it's an urge to learn the sound which you hear something unique, bro.
Mm.
So you go for it, but then later on, what you do is you find out what's really in you. I mean, you definitely find a different type of a sound, which might take a year or maybe 6 months or maybe 3 to 4 years, which I
Yes.
found after 3 years of beatboxing. So you find that sound and you build over it comfortably, like the sound which you're comfortable with, and then you bring out with the track and boom, bro, you're done.
You're done. Exactly. Exactly. So, what's the future holding? Like, before I just wrap up, where do you see what's happening? You in terms of beatboxing, more competitions and like more meetups or jams. How does it look like?
Bro, I would like to jam. I still jam every day.
Hmm.
I have few beatboxing friends around where I just go chill and jam with.
Hmm.
And bro, maybe I'm not a battler. I used to battle. I used to win. I mean, battle and win battles, and
Yeah.
get into battles and stuff.
Hmm.
But now I started listening to music, and I have my own way to enjoy this art form. So
Hmm.
uh, you would find me in places, maybe on bigger events, maybe not into I don't know, bro. I'm just looking forward for Indian champs next because I just wanted to give it a shot.
Right.
Last year I couldn't
And for
make
people
it
who don't know
because
what's Indian champs,
bro, it's IB's Indian Beatbox Championships. First, which happened in Hornbill Music Festival in Nagaland, and
crazy.
the next one, yeah, bro. And the next one happened in Bangalore, which is hosted by Beats Club as
Okay.
well as Beatbox India. So the third one, where it got crashed into a pandemic. So we're looking forward for the next one. Uh, that's right, bro. It's the Indian champs, and I just want to
Uh-huh.
give it a shout, and hopefully I make it, bro.
That's great, bro. Definitely, you will do some crazy shit. I'm pretty sure. Um, in terms of you practicing and meeting up with your friends, you do it at a place, friends' houses, or do you think it's a better off place where you get like some sort of like a common studio kind of a room in terms of like a soundproofed and like a better equipment and stuff like that? Do you think Bangalore has that kind of like a setup, or is it already going forward, or
Bro,
do you feel
definitely has.
comfortable doing it with the friends' places?
With the friends, bro, definitely, bro, friends. bro, I don't know how to put it out because friends we keep beatboxing, bro. Like if we meet up, we drop a beat. We experiment sounds, we
Right.
jam and stuff. But if you really wanna record, which we have practiced,
Yeah,
we
record.
definitely hit up a studio,
Right.
and
And yes.
actually there are places, bro. If you actually see, there are a lot of studios which I got to know around maybe 3 to 4 years back. Maybe I got to know
So you set
around.
up mics and jam too?
Yeah, bro, we do it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we have
Because
connected some mics and
again,
yeah,
even the jam room is a bit different than studios. Jam room is again to jam, right? But the nicer part is it's all soundproofed. It's all like a very like a closed, nice enclosure, and you can play around and like there is not much of a disturbance versus houses. That's where I feel like as musicians and like as performers, right, get into that zone, get into like a jam room with all the crew and like you can play around with like crazy, right? So
bro,
it's
that's
very
right,
interesting.
bro. Yeah, bro, I've heard about jam room. Like, people have been saying me, I've been into parties and people saying me jam room is one of the craziest places you can chill and make music. And also
And
I
shout
got to
out to
know
the
that.
engineer,
That's right, bro. Yeah,
Akshat,
the ambient jihadi.
Ambient J.
Yeah. So I'm aware of the facilities which jam room is providing,
Hmm.
and it's actually pretty equipped. I know it's properly geared. It's soundproof. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's a pretty nice place. Yeah, bro. I have to visit it as soon as possible. Yeah,
right.
I'll be
And
there maybe.
places around Bangalore, there's not much of this kind of a setup, or there is, as far as I've just seen through Google and stuff. But anywhere that where you're, which area that you're based,
Bro, there's nothing around here where I stay. I stay at Vidyanipura, somewhere around
huh?
Vidyanipura.
This side.
So I don't. Yeah, there are few places near Kormangla,
Hmm,
and
that's the other side of town.
that's right, bro.
There is something on.
So
Not really, but there's something on Bell Road, but not the jam room. I haven't even like checked it out also.
oh yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know, bro.
It's just
I
like a
haven't
basic
heard of
pad,
it.
but yeah, there is a bit of a difference between it being like the jam room in Kalyan Nagar and here this Bell Road one that I was talking about. But yeah, it would be nice to have this soundproofed enclosures with just soundproof enclosures with basic mics so that artists or like people want to practice their instruments, people want to just go in and like just get, because I understand trying to like perform and like practice music for the most parts, right? You just need a
Yeah,
soundproof place. You just need nobody other than your house to
that's
disturb you.
right.
Just go
Yeah,
in and like you'll have line-ins and like just a bit of like
that's right.
just a bit of equipment just to like help you out. Like you go to a library to read, you go to a gym to fucking work out, right?
Yeah,
You need to get into like a jam room and stuff like that just to know,
yeah,
to
that's
tell
right.
yourself, okay, this is the
Yeah,
time where I go in and like
yeah,
football, basketball, all the things, same thing works, right? Something like
that's right.
that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy, bro. Anything else that I've left out? Any shout outs that you want to give out to the community? Any message before we
Bro, I want to
close?
give a shout out to Beats Club, which has been pushing really hard to push the beatbox scene in and around India.
Crazy.
And yeah, massive shout out to my friend, my buddy who's been beatboxing for years, and his name is Vasan. And yeah, bro, shout out to all the beatboxers who inspired me.
Where can we find you? And before you say that, just give us like one more
Bro,
showcase.
you can find me. You can find me on Instagram. I mean, Facebook has been a bit inactive. You can find me on Instagram.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
beat
really
underscore
active.
wim.
That's right, bro.
OG. So
Yeah.
end it with Tapang, says Monica Priya.
Hey, Mona. Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. OG. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, Beatwhim for you guys. Hope you guys like the episode. Reach out to him if you want to collab, if you want to know more like Like just speak to him about beatboxing. You might be, interested in beatboxing and stuff like that. Beatwhim for you guys, bro. Until next time, thank you for coming over.
All right, bro. Sure. Meet you soon, bro. Meet you soon.
Yes, yes. Please, please. See you, see you.
All right.
Have a good night,
See you,
bro. Bye
bro.
bye.
See you.
Thank you for coming over,
Good night,
buddy.
bro. Take care. Good night,
Yep.
bro. Good night.
See you, see you, see you, see you.
See you,
That
bro.
was brilliant,
Yeah.
dude. Brilliant.
See you, bro.
See you guys. See you.